Hey everyone, hitting in the major leagues is hard. Okay, I think I've said everything I need to say. That'll do it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, maybe not really. I always find myself getting annoyed at fans that like to rush the development of rookies because the adjustment to Major League Baseball must be incredibly hard, especially coming from the minor leagues, when some of these guys are only 20 or 21 years old. Byron Buxton has been lighting the league on fire this year, but people forget that he was just 7 for his first 37 as a major leaguer. That's a 189 batting average. Ronaldo Cunha Jr. is a top 5 player in the sport right now, but in his first full month as a big leaguer, he batted just 235 with a 677 OPS. If you want to go for worst case examples, there's always Stephen Vogt, who's been a catcher in the league for a decade now, but he was 0 for his first 32 as a big leaguer. That's a tough weight to carry around. But today, we're going to talk about a guy that this does not apply to, because he's gotten off to maybe the hottest start of any rookie ever. He just took home the award for American League Rookie of the Month in April, and it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. If you're a baseball fan, I'm sure you've heard his name already, but if not, here's everything you need to know about the monster month that Yermín Mercedes just had. If you're not familiar with Yermín Mercedes, then we should probably give you a proper introduction before we get to the good stuff. Mercedes signed as an international free agent out of the Dominican Republic with the Washington Nationals on March 3rd in 2011. He spent 3 seasons at their rookie site, but he never really got a crack in the minors, and he was released following the 2013 season. He had no option but to go to indie ball in 2014 and try and seek out a minor league contract that way. He put up good enough numbers to sign a contract with the Orioles in 2015, and he'd slashed some pretty good numbers in the minors for them, stepping up his game seriously the following 2 seasons as a hitter. An important thing to note is that Mercedes is a catcher, but his defense isn't really what he was known for, so if he was going to make the big leagues, it was going to be off the wings of his bat. Luckily for him, this would be a surefire plan, but he did go unprotected and didn't make the O's 40-man roster, so the White Sox were able to scoop him up for the 2018 season via the Rule 5 draft. His minor league numbers only improved from then on, and after 1 at-bat in 2020, he made the opening day lineup for the White Sox in 2021. Yermín became known for being a clubhouse presence while also carrying the weight of the lineup on his back sometimes. He slashed a career 857 OPS in 8 seasons in the minor leagues to go with 83 home runs and 390 RBIs. And these numbers only improved as he got older and developed more in the minors. His defense was very much still a liability, but in 2021 he found himself in the perfect situation as a member of the White Sox. The White Sox had a fantastic offseason developing their pitching, but there were still big question marks at the DH spot, especially when they didn't bring back Edwin Encarnacion. Some also suggested that Yoenis Cespedes would be a good fit for their DH spot, but his asking price and injury history made the White Sox veer away from that option. So, it was left to Yermín Mercedes. In 51 plate appearances in spring training, Mercedes would pick up 8 RBIs and 3 doubles and slash a 277 batting average, but an OPS of just 674. Now, spring training stats don't mean much, but this was definitely a worrisome sign, as Yermín was going to be the main option at DH for the White Sox outside of Andrew Vaughn, who needed a little bit more time developing in the minors. Though the injury to Eloy Jimenez may bring him up sooner after all. The point is, expectations were reasonably high for Yermín, and this is surprising considering he was only the number 20 prospect for the White Sox headed into the season, just going to show how little we actually know about prospects before they make it to the show, if at all. But as soon as he got his season started, he made his presence known. The White Sox were slated to play against the Los Angeles Angels on opening day, and Yermín Mercedes was going to waste no time getting to work at the big league level. He starts his night off with a liner off Andrew Heaney for his first major league hit in the top of the 3rd. Then he taps this Junior Guerra sinker into left field to plate 2 runs. He'll do the same to this Chris Rodriguez cutter for his 3rd hit of the game. Even if the Sox don't win, Yermín has already had himself a night. He's 3 for 3 in his first major league start. But no, he'll take this Mike Myers 0-2 cutter into center field, and now he's hitting to all fields, and he's 4 for 4. Wait, I lied, he's 5 for 5 because he's gonna double off that Claudio changeup, bring home 2 more runs, and have himself a night. Yermín finished the night 5 for 5 with a double and 4 RBIs, and he became one of just 2 players since 1900 to get 5 hits in their first career start. The other being Cecil Travis of the Washington Senators, who did it in 1933. So yeah, Mercedes had arrived, but it was only going to get better. Yermín would follow up opening day with a 3 for 3 performance against Alex Cobb and the Angels, helping him to set a major league record by being the first baseball player in modern major league history to begin a season with 8 consecutive hits. But Yermín kept outdoing himself. He followed it up with a 3 for 4 performance against the Mariners, then a 2 for 4 against the Royals with the farthest home run hit in MLB this year at 485 feet off Brad Keller. The White Sox faithful and baseball fans in general instantly fell in love with Yermín Mercedes, and naturally he'd come away with the Player of the Week award in his first week as a big leaguer. After starting the season 8 for 8, he'd go 7 for his next 19 to total a .556 batting average through his first week, adding in 4 multi-hit games, a hit streak, and a .320 weighted runs created plus, putting him in the conversation of elites like Mike Trout. But there's no way the number 20 prospect in their system can keep up this kind of production, right? Come on. See, even though I really liked Yermín Mercedes, that was the thought I originally had. There's no way he could keep it up. But 12 games into the season, Mercedes was still batting .500, this time with 3 doubles, 3 homers, and 10 RBIs, and his OPS was still north of 1.3. During this stretch, he had 4 games of 3 hits or more. He was averaging a 3-hit game every 4 days, which is insane. The only game of this 12-game stretch where he didn't record a hit, he went 0 for 1, but with 3 walks. The man was truly doing it all and always getting on base. Also, 13 games into the season, Yermín had only been struck out 4 times in 42 official at-bats, which is a vastly underappreciated part of his hitting approach. Not only is he a tough out, but he's extremely difficult to strike out as well. Of qualified hitters, Mercedes is still in the top 20 of lowest K percentage in the league, currently sitting at 13.6% as per the date of this video. His teammate, Nick Madrigal, sits atop the list with a healthy lead at just 3.6%. Wild. But we haven't even gotten to the best part yet. Let's go. As if he doesn't do everything already, Yermín also took the mound against the Boston Red Sox for the first time in his career. He was throwing mostly fastballs, but he was able to get this pretty cool double play on a line shot to Tim Anderson. He finished his first pitching appearance with 1 inning and 1 earned run allowed on 3 hits and 2 walks. But he got the job done, and that's all you can really ask for, right? We can't get greedy, guys. It's not like Shohei Ohtani's just grow on trees around here, okay? But anyways, back to this goofball. Before the end of April, Yermín Mercedes would add a hit against reigning Cy Young winner Shane Bieber and another 4-hit game against the Texas Rangers on the 23rd. By month's end, Mercedes had officially hit safely in 22 of 24 games that he started. The only other player to do that in the American League is someone you can probably guess. Mike Trout. The age of Yermín Mercedes in Chicago has officially arrived, and if you want to see where he is in terms of other stars of the game, his on-base percentage in April was higher than Ronaldo Cunha, Bryce Harper, and JD Martinez, and he outslugged Nelson Cruz, Jose Ramirez, and Aaron Judge. The only players in the American League to have a higher OPS than Yermín were Mike Trout, JD Martinez, and Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Elite company. As we say goodbye to April in 2021, we know that Yermín Mercedes was top 3 in batting average and on-base percentage, top 5 in weighted runs created plus and OPS, top 10 in slugging percentage, and he currently owns the longest hit home run of any player in the current season at 485 feet. Not bad for a first month. It's impossible to know if Yermín Mercedes is going to keep this all up, but it's been really fun to watch. The White Sox are generally a team that I haven't paid much attention to in seasons past, but they have my full attention in 2021. They've been hampered by injuries to Eloy Jimenez and now Luis Robert. If they have Yermín's bat in there every day, I'm sure they'll be fine. And don't be surprised if you see another Monster Month video for Yermín Mercedes in like 3 weeks. The AL Central is sizing up to be very fun this year, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. Alright guys, that'll do it for this video. I'm the Jolly Olive, and I'll see you guys next time.